Hello, good day. Welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot, where you are your own inner alchemist. Thank you for joining today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for co-creating this beautiful co-creation with us. And you're always looking out from behind our eyes. Always there. It's us humans that tend to go away. But as we turn our gaze, it's just a 45-degree turn. Sacred geometry. We know that you're there at all times. Always knowing what we're up to. Always knowing our deepest ambitions, our deepest desires. With love and trust and compassion. Unconditional love. Like a mother for her children. As we walk in beauty together in this beautiful co-creation, what messages do we have today, Spirit, to start out this reading? I heard a long time ago that the day actually starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The new day, the tomorrow, starts at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the previous day. But hey, there's lots of things you can perceive in this grand reality, however you want to, but it makes sense. I can feel it sometimes. I can feel it coming on to that new day. Maybe you have an intention while you're watching this reading and bring that up to the forefront. Whatever's going on with you, your finances, your health, relationships, connection with your higher self. What messages do we have today to start with this reading? Sometimes these cards just fly right out. What messages do we have today? For our lovely viewers. Okay, we have the Queen of Feathers here. Perception and truth. And I'm going to put that right here. You can see that. Accurately got a little bit of the glare of the light here. What are the messages do we have today, Spirit, for this reading? Every reader has their different ways of doing things. And again, that's up to the perceiver and how each individual works their craft. Sometimes it takes a little bit for my little hands to work through these larger cards too. So as you breathe into this space and relax. Thank you for being here. And we have the Queen of Acorns, passion and creativity. Perception and truth, and passion and creativity. And the Queen of Feathers, the feathers in a regular deck is the swords. With sharp perception, Bat's keen radar cuts through that which is hidden. A mistress of the naked truth, she doesn't stand for being fooled. She's gained spiritual depth through struggles and is objective and rational in her approach. Dashing wherever she needs to go, she isn't afraid of the darkness, a bringer of new perspectives. Bat will offer constructive criticism for any situation. She's experienced at applying logical ideas to work out a sensible and fair solution. Bat will assist you in facing your fears when you need to stand up for what you believe. Confront the darkness and you'll discover the reawakening of light. Heighten the force of clarity and truth by seeing through illusions and maintain a balanced mind. And right next to her is the Queen of Acorns, and the acorns is the wand. Wands in a regular deck Passion and creativity. Vivacious and loving, Deer awakens the spark of life's fervor in those who are around her. In touch with the freshness of life, she's ruled by her heart's passion. She's wired by boundless energy, and her sensitive yet fiery nature will keep her standing up for what she believes in. A visionary, Deer wishes to help you awaken your strongest essence of self-discovery. By tapping into your creative energies, you will manifest your dreams. Be ever alert to divine insight. Give yourself permission to radiate with self-confidence. May your spirit leap higher than it ever has before. And you might want to wear that word confidence for a day. Like you put on a shirt or a blouse or a garment of any kind. We have both male and female viewers here, and they'll come in. As more and more of you join this channel, and I appreciate you, by the way. I just love to do this. It's a nice activity. It's a passion of mine to give this information. So the bat is there, and again, feathers is the mind. It's the ones of the logic and of the mind. Feathers as ego and the mind and making decisions with the mind. And the acorns is the wands. It's the action, creative action card. Here we have the death card. So some of you may be going through a death of some kind. Whatever that is for you, could be a death of, a circumstance in your life, maybe ending a job, or perhaps actually literally, or a death of an individual. Transition, usually the death card is the transitional card. Where something dies, there's always a new beginning. So nothing ever really dies. It's always bringing life into the new start and the new beginning here, okay? Let's get a clarifier card for that. Sometimes the cards will be a lot of cards that come out, and so the reading will take a little bit longer. These are just short general readings for those listening in, and I do offer other readings if you're interested. And if you want to donate, the links are in the description, and also contact me. You can do that, and there's also in the description the about on this channel. My website if you want to send a private message or if you want to book a reading. What is this death card, Spirit? Please clarify this for us. What is this? Using your logical mind with the assistance of the bat there, and moving into a creative passion. And then we have the Magician. Okay, the Magician is a magical card, you create your own reality, you're a magical creator. Headstrong after that transitional period in life right now. You're moving into a period of magic. You're creating something sometimes out of nothing. And then moving into the Two of Cups, and that's a time of a choice and a balance that you're making. The Cups is the emotional feelings, relationships, perhaps like you're making a choice between a relationship right now. It could be you may be choosing a new job, maybe actually getting into a new relationship, choosing, to work your magic in a feeling mode instead of so much in the head. Okay? And then we have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is mastery over creative action and taking that action to have that fruitful abundance happen. Passion, wands are also passion, action, moving forward into a creative project. Again, that comes in hand with this passion and creativity of the Deer card up here. Okay, so that's right above the King of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Cups that came out. And the Queen, she is very content emotionally, relationships, her feelings. If anything is happening on that level, she's the queen of her domain. And cups are the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So you may have either you or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you have somebody in your life that's affecting you on that level. Okay, so if you look at these cards here, you're going through a transitional period right now. And, you know, not to get stuck in the darkness of doubt or worry, and to go headlong into a new beginning. And, you know, seeking the truth, that's there to help you out. And the dare, again, is there, and the sun's behind her in this card. And having passion and with creativity, and you can really, really create such a beautiful circumstance for yourself, whatever that is, only you know. And the Magician card here, as you're moving through that transition, there's magic coming towards your life. This is a progression. And then making the choice over your feelings, making a choice and moving on into creative abundance with the King of Wands there. And then we got pair with the King of Wands, but then we have the Queen of Cups. The Wands is a fiery, passionate action part of the deck. And the fire signs, which is Aries, which we're in right now, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And so at this time, it could be, right, since we're in Aries, that you're now having mastery over your emotions. Queen of Cups is an extremely intuitive card of the deck, okay? So, what oracle card do we have to expand this reading? You are a magical co-creator. Co-creating with me, co-creating with all your brothers and sisters, co-creating with all the non-physical entities, beings of the highest of vibrations, those who have come before, those who are still living, and with confidence and that life force, passion. You make a decision to move with strong connection with your heart space as you master that creative act and use your intuition. And here we have surrendering to the journey, releasing control. And it's nice to know that, you know, we truly don't really have control over anything. You know, we don't really need to do so much action until we do need to take action when we're listening to that intuitive part of ourselves, the larger part of ourselves. You know, you can call it like your higher self, your soul. And it's the human, as we get that inspired action to take that action. It's a balancing. So I love how it has the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. It's like complementing itself between the fire and the water. And then we have ascending the mountain. So keep going forward. There's no going backwards. There's never any going backwards into the situation. Here, let me put this here so I'm not covering up the magician, that lovely magician's face. No, it's only upward and onward as we ascend every step of the mountain that we take on our path. What are the oracle message do we have, Spirit, for this reading? to know that we have so many helpers assisting us at all times. It's a good reminder. You gain your confidence the more you realize and really integrate the fact that we do have a lot of helpers along our side here at all times. You're not doing it alone. You're never alone. We have inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. So the inner beauty is an important thing to remember. Things are not what they seem to be on the outside. Ever. Do a couple more cards here and we'll finish up the reading. Spirit, what other messages do we have here today for this? It's okay to not be okay. You know, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. And if you're feeling emotions that don't feel good, that's okay. Because you have a guidance system telling you that you're choosing something more when you're not feeling okay. You want to feel okay. You want to feel better. Then you're asking for more. You're asking to feel better about the situation. You can't always be happy throughout life. You know, there'll be days when it's just not. Sometimes you'll have 2 or 3 or 4, maybe a whole week or 2 weeks that you're not feeling good, and that's okay. You know, it's okay to allow yourself to sit in that because you're expanding within yourself, and at some point you'll reach a plateau. Again, that's the ascending of the mountain. Keep going forward. Even at times it may not feel so good. You know, everybody has that, you know, wants to have that smile on their face or tries to have that smile on for others, but you're just masking over things that, you know, you need to be truthful for yourself. You're human, and you're here in a human form and in a realm of duality, so there is absolutely nothing wrong with feeling those lower emotions. You just don't want to stay there for too long. It's okay to not be okay. What other messages do we have here today? I wanted to go through that death transition here as the death card we pulled at the very beginning. Sometimes it's a tricky period to go through that death because you'll be in between. Sometimes you feel like you're in limbo. And it's saying here, I am human and so much more. So the human, again, is not perfect. No one's perfect. But the so much more is that we call the entourage or your inner being or your higher self or your soul who's always looking out from behind your eyes. And you get better and better at it to remember this and to put your gaze away from the things that you can't change. The human has a need almost to control the situation, and you really don't really have control over anything. It's a letting go, it's a surrender. What other messages do we have today, Spirit, to close up this reading? And it's a foregone conclusion. So whatever you're reaching for, whatever you're trying to create, with that passionate energy here, you know, whatever projects you're working on, as the inner magician that you are your own, and you are your own alchemist. That it's already done. Already done, already done, already done, already done, already done. What other messages do we have here, Spirit? everything is always working out for me. Again, even at times, and I believe that was pulled just recently for a reading. And it's true. It's a nice reminder that could be pulled every single day. Every single moment is a good reminder that everything is always working out. Always. Right? When you look back at some things that happen in life that you made a stink about, sometimes you're like, whoa, wait a minute here. That actually did work out in the end, even though at the time, that's not at all how I want it to go. But when you find out that some things that happen, it's a good thing that it happened that way. And some things, well, you just never ever really will know. So enthusiasm, today's a good day. It's a good mantra to say every single morning you wake up, and a reminder to yourself throughout the day. Every day is a good day. I have everything to enjoy this journey. We are live in abundance, a world of abundance, and we really do. And the more you lean towards that abundant consciousness, and the less you're feeding the consciousness of lack, the more comes into your life. I'm getting ready to get ready for some wonderful things to just keep fluttering into my sphere. And I'm where I am, and I'm happy with that. So happy, and then eager for more as you more set your GPS, your inner compass to happy, then more of the happy, and more of it will come into your life. And I will never get it done, so I'm enjoying the journey. Okay, so this card, being enthusiastic, again, goes along with the tango of the wands, of the acorns. Okay, and being enthusiastic, today's a good day. I'm confident that things are always working out for me. Confident, it's a good garment to wear. So thank you very much for joining this reading today, and maybe you got something from it. If you didn't, just pass it on, and I'll be back later on with another meeting, and I wish you well. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Spirit.